Gov, good to see you. I have been watching how you've handled the situation. You're proving to be the leader that everybody hopes you would be during the election. What does it mean to have the president come? What's the main request?
Well, I can tell you from early in the morning, I think the first phone call that I got from the White House the morning of this tragedy was, I think, around 3 or 3:30 in the morning. And ever since then, the White House has just been walking alongside us on this journey. And I can't overstate the level of devastation that this collapse has had, because it's really unprecedented when you have a ship that is literally the size of the Eiffel Tower and the weight of the Washington Monument that is now sitting, trapped in the middle of the Patapsco River with the Key Bridge sitting on top of it. And we have 27,000 tons of bridge debris that's also now sitting pancaked at the bottom of the river. And also, by the way, there are still 4 souls that are still unaccounted for. And so this is a remarkably complex mission and operation where we continue both to pray for the families and work to bring them a sense of closure. But also having the president here, it means a lot to us, because it just shows the level of coordination and partnership that's going to be required in order for us to get to our long-term goals.
Let me ask you one more question about the logistics of it, and then I want to go broader with you, Gov. How long does it take until you're able to extricate the container ship from the rest of the superstructure and begin the process in earnest of removal and replacement of the bridge?
You know, we know that the part of the complexity of this operation is it's not even just what you see on top of the water. It's actually what you don't see. It's what's beneath the water, where we're now using 3D sonars and radars to be able to identify just what's going on under the water. And you'll see that it's basically, you have an entire bridge that is almost pancaked now at this point, completely mangled, completely deformed, and in a ball of wreckage. And so the complicated thing that we have to do, and why we have 61 assets that are currently in the water, why we have over 370 individuals that are working around the clock to be able to bring a measure of conclusion to this, is because every single piece that you are moving, it's going to have an impact. And so you constantly have to assess, reassess. We still have the boat that has vessels and still has cargo that's sitting on top of it. We still have personnel from the boat. 21 individuals who are on that boat are still on the ship. And the fortunate thing is that the part of the ship that now has the bridge sitting on top of it, they still have their living quarters, their kitchens, their fuel is in another part of the ship. But that just shows how large this ship is. And so there's a constant operation that is about how are we focusing on the scale, how are we focusing on the build, the cutting up of the bridge so we can actually remove it. Because currently on the ship right now, there's 3,000 to 4,000 tons of metal that's sitting on top. So that is just an understanding of the complexity of this operation and why we have to move so smartly and move with safety as our hallmark.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.